So y'all remember the Kardashian-Jenner clan, right? Well, honey, it looks like their empire might be crumbling faster than a house of cards in a tornado. Word on the street is that Kim K and her money-hungry family might be getting fitted for some stylish orange jumpsuits any day now. Why, you ask? Well, grab your popcorn because this tea is scalding. Apparently, new evidence just dropped exposing the Kardashians for allegedly helping to launder Diddy's dirty money. And we're not talking about spare change here, folks. We're talking about the kind of cash that comes from some seriously shady business, like those infamous freak-off parties and even recruiting vulnerable girls for these wild shenanigans. I know, it sounds like something straight out of a crime drama, but stick with me. Now, this whole mess started snowballing when a clip from an old episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians went viral faster than a TikTok dance challenge. In this video, Khloe's spilling some serious tea to Kourtney about a wild industry party she attended with Diddy, Justin Bieber, and Diddy's stepson Quincy. And get this, Khloe straight up called it a freak-off party. But that's not even the juiciest part. She claimed that the people there were all celebrities, but unlike your average Hollywood shindig, these folks were in their birthday suits.
Yes. So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were good. You would have loved it.
Now, y'all know I'm not one to judge, but this tea had people digging deeper than a dog burying a bone. And what they found? Child, it's messier than a toddler eating spaghetti. First off, someone leaked several photos from one of Diddy's infamous white parties. And let me tell you, these pics are wilder than spring break in Miami. We're talking full-on freak-off action, and guess who's right in the middle of it all? Kim K and her bestie Paris Hilton. But they weren't the only familiar faces in the crowd. The guest list read like a who's who of Hollywood. Chris Brown, Leonardo DiCaprio, the late Aretha Franklin, Obama, Trump, Prince Harry. I mean, the list goes on longer than the line at a Beyonce concert. But wait, it gets even juicier. There's this one photo of Kim that's spreading like wildfire. Picture this. Kim, posing on top of a huge bed with Diddy and Paris. Now, I'm not one to spread rumors, but people are saying this might be the infamous bed where all these celebs get their freak on together. I mean, can you even imagine? Now, before y'all start defending them saying it's just innocent party pics, let me spill some more tea. There are other photos from the same party that are definitely NSFW. We're talking Diddy pouring champagne on two ladies while they, well, let's just say they weren't playing Monopoly. Then there's another snap of someone from Diddy's entourage getting cozy in the pool with two escorts. And when I say cozy, I mean he was treating those ladies like they were his personal lollipops, if you catch my drift. But here's where it gets really dark, fam. According to Diddy's indictment, these women weren't just there for a good time. Allegedly, they were being trafficked into the country and pumped full of drugs so they could endure these wild parties for days on end. And all this was happening against their will. It's enough to make your skin crawl, right? Now, let's talk about Kim for a sec. Miss Kardashian tried to distance herself from this whole mess by unfollowing Diddy on Instagram just 24 hours before his house was raided. But honey, that move was about as subtle as a firecracker in a library. People started wondering why she didn't unfollow him back in November when Cassie's lawsuit dropped, but suddenly hit that unfollow button right before the raid. Suspicious much? But hold on to your wigs, cause we're just getting started. A woman on TikTok who goes by BB the songwriter dropped a video that spilled more tea than the Boston Tea Party. Remember that church Kris Jenner opened up a while back? The one where members had to fork over $1,000 a month and 10% of their earnings? Well, turns out it might not just be a tax write-off scheme. According to BB, Lou Taylor, who owns the Hollywood management company TriStar, yeah, the same one managing Diddy, is a board member of this shady church. And get this, they've allegedly been receiving payments from Diddy to pay off his SA victims so they won't testify against him. They're disguising this hush money as church donations to women and children in need. Talk about unholy behavior. But wait, there's more. This church isn't just a front for hush money. It's also allegedly where Diddy's been laundering all that dirty money from trafficking those poor girls. They're making it look like the church is just being super generous when really they're just cleaning Diddy's cash so he doesn't have to keep it stashed under his mattress.
24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They is doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is alleged, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before we talk about Britney, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears.
And if you thought that was wild, hold on to your edges, because it gets even crazier. Apparently, Kim was allegedly working with Diddy to try and get Kanye into a conservatorship. Yeah, you heard that right. They were supposedly trying to pull a Britney on Kanye so they could control his money. Remember when Kanye said he was prescribed an ungodly amount of lithium? Well, that might not have been just for his health.
They tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
And speaking of Britney, she spilled some similar tea during one of her court hearings. She said her family intentionally misdiagnosed her and pumped her full of lithium, which they later used in court to claim she couldn't handle her own finances. Sound familiar?
I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me by making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, to the judge, to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me, and by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. I would Actually, I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today we're doing.
But the Kardashian-Jenner scandal train doesn't stop there, folks. People are also bringing up Kim's support for Balenciaga after their controversial photo shoot. You know, the one with kids holding teddy bears dressed in BDM gear? Yeah, that mess. The shoot included 6 children with teddy bears wearing bondage gear, fishnets, and leather harnesses. One bear even had a purple eye, hinting at some seriously disturbing themes. The photos also had adult items scattered around like wine glasses and duct tape. And get this, the duct tape read Balenciaga, but online sleuths connected it to Baal, an ancient deity associated with child sacrifice. I mean, could it get any creepier? No wonder Kim's been quieter than a mouse in a library since all this went down. She probably knows the feds are closing in faster than sharks on chum. And let's not forget about poor Justin Bieber. Khloe straight up admitted to seeing him at these freak-off parties. That poor boy was allegedly passed around like a hot potato and got hooked on all kinds of stuff by the time they were done with him. It's heartbreaking, really. As usual, the internet has been buzzing with reactions. One person pointed out, weirdly enough, Kanye has actually been speaking out against Diddy for years. Sadly, everyone just thought he was crazy. Another added, that's why Khloe became obsessed with weight loss. Gotta be snatched for those parties. Yikes. Someone else noticed, this is the most silent they've ever been. It speaks volumes. Not only them, but most of Hollywood is pretty damn quiet. And ain't that the truth? Hollywood's been quieter than a graveyard at midnight since this all came out. Now, I gotta ask y'all, what do you think about Kim and Khloe getting exposed for being involved with Diddy? Do you believe Kim and Kris were really helping Diddy launder all that dirty money through their fake church? And what about all these celebs who were allegedly at these wild parties? This whole situation is messier than a 2-year-old eating spaghetti, and it's far from over. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're thirsty for more messy content, click that link to watch another juicy video. This is Hot Gossip signing off and reminding you to stay woke, stay blessed, and always keep it real. Bye.